Hey everyone, I'm Daryl Fitzgerald.
And I'm Michael Patulli.
And we're here today to answer that age-old question, what is lawn bowls?
Today's video, we're going to cover the history, the equipment, and how you play the game.
Let's kick it off with some history.
The earliest traces of lawn bowls dates back to ancient Egypt, where archaeologists discovered primitive balls made from polished stone. In these early societies, rolling stones along the ground likely promoted entertainment and a bit of friendly competition. Some even suggest that ancient Greeks and Romans also played similar forms of bowling games. One of the most famous stories in lawn bowls history involves Sir Francis Drake. In 1588, as the Spanish Armada approached England, legend has it that Drake was so absorbed in the game of bowls that he chose to finish it before responding to that threat. The story may have been exaggerated over time, but it speaks to how deeply woven the game is to English society. The 19th century brought an organized approach to lawn bowls. With the growth of leisure time during the Victorian era, the game became more standardized. In 1848, William Mitchell, a Scotsman, introduced the first official rules in Glasgow, and this rule book laid the groundwork for modern lawn bowls as we know it. The sport gained worldwide popularity in the 20th century, establishing itself in countries like Australia, South Africa, New Zealand, the US, and Canada. In 1905, the International Bowling Board, now known as World Bowls, was created to govern the sport and promote international competitions. While there are many variations of bowls played around the world, the two types of the traditional game that are played are indoor lawn bowls and outdoor lawn bowls. Indoor lawn bowls are played on artificial surfaces, usually made of carpet or synthetic materials, which are consistent and unaffected by the weather. Indoor bowls provides a controlled environment where no weather-related interruptions occur. The outdoor game is played on natural grass or artificial outdoor surfaces, which can be uneven and affected by weather conditions such as rain, wind, and sun.
The game is played on a grass or synthetic surface called a green, and the green is chopped up into 8 rinks. The green is kept at a finely manicured height in order for the bowl to travel the longest distance it can and be as smooth as it can. All you need is a ball.
They're not called balls, they're called bowls. Now let's talk about all the equipment you're going to need.
This is a lawn bowl. Unlike a traditional round ball, a lawn bowl is specially designed. It's slightly asymmetrical with a bias, meaning one side is slightly rounder than the other. The bias causes the bowl to curve as it rolls and as it slows down, making every shot a unique challenge. The side with the bias has a small round symbol on it to let you know which side the bowl will curl to. There are many styles, sizes, and brands of bowls, so there's one for every single person out there.
Bowls come in a variety of biases. Each company makes unique bowls that turn differently. Players will need to test out different bowls to determine what type of biases they want to use. Some bowls are wide swinging and turn quite a lot. Some bowls have a mid bias and don't turn as much. And some bowls are very narrow and don't turn almost at all, holding a straight line.
So the object of the game is to get as close as you can to this thing, the jack. The jack is thrown down the green and you're trying to get as many bowls as you can closer to it than your opponents. To begin out every end, you put out the mat. The mat is centered on the rink, put on a middle line, so that's right in the middle. The player of the team that scored each end will stand on the mat and they throw the jack.
The skip will then center the jack, and the end will commence.
All right, enough talking, Mike. Are we gonna play?
The object of the game is to get as many bowls as you can closer than your opponent. In this particular head, I'm orange. I'm down 2. 2 for you, Daryl.
Thanks, Mike. Now, a game is played to a predetermined amount of ends. After all the bowls have been played, we mark one end as played. And then we mark the score of the person who got the points. In this case, I got 2. When all the ends have been played, the team with the highest amount of points wins that game. Now you can play as a solo player or as a team. You can play in singles, pairs, triples, or fours.
Bowls is a unique game because regardless of your age, you could play it. If you're 10 years old or 85 years old, it's a sport that you can play. Bowls is also unique because regardless of if you have a physical impairment or if you're visually impaired, you could also play. There's divisions for all people of all ages. Even if you need a little extra help, there's aids like this which allow you to keep playing. Yeah, woo!
Yeah, baby. Now, depending on where you are, you can play at a local, national, state, international, or even a world level. And if you're really competitive, you can even win yourself a sweet trophy like this.
Bowls isn't only about winning. It's about having fun, making friends, enjoying the weather. Nothing's better than to sit down, have a cold one with your new friend.
And that does it for our intro to lawn bowls. If you want to give it a try, search for lawn bowls online and you may be surprised there's probably a club just around the corner. If you want more information about bowls, don't forget to check out all of our other videos on Canadian Bowler. And with that, may all your bowls be touchers.